The film begins with a man named Sonny who leaves his home and travels to a big city to find a job as a mechanic. After traveling all day and arriving exhausted, he reaches the garage for his interview, only to discover that the position has already been given to someone else. This news disturbs him a great deal. He does not even have enough money to get a hotel room, so the poor guy decides to spend the whole night on a roadside bench. Yet, he still holds on to the hope in his heart that, having come to the big city, he will find some solution to his problems in the morning and will also find a good place to stay. He finds a bench, sits down, and tries to sleep there. On the other hand, the story introduces an old man named George, who is walking towards his car when he suddenly feels as if someone is following him. He is right to feel this way, as he is being followed by a thief who attacks him as soon as he reaches his car in an attempt to rob him. George counterattacks to save himself, but the thief is stronger and begins to overpower him. Sonny, who is watching all of this from a bench far away, realizes that their fight has become quite intense and intervenes to save the old man. After getting punched a couple of times, the thief panics and runs away. George thanks Sonny for helping him, and in the meantime the police also arrive. George explains to them what just happened and tells the officers that if Sonny had not been there, he might not have survived. He is telling all of this when his wife, Lisa, arrives and he introduces her to everyone. Lisa is a very beautiful and young woman. Both the police officer and Sonny are surprised to see her, and the same thought comes to their minds. How can such a young girl be George's wife? George is very happy with Sonny for what he did today and wants to return the favor. That is why he invites him to his house for dinner. During dinner, George asks Sonny about his background. Sonny tells him that there is no one in his family, that he was brought up in an orphanage, and that he came to the big city so that he could get a job. He explains that he is basically a mechanic and that he had an interview that morning in which he also passed, but he could not get the job because it had already been given to some other candidate. George, who has his own garage after listening to Sonny, says that it is a very good thing that he is a mechanic. He explains that he also has his own garage and is also looking for a mechanic, so why does not Sonny start working in his garage? He promises to give him a good salary and also give him a room to live in. All of Sonny's problems are getting solved. What more could he want? So he immediately accepts this offer. Sonny is shown to his room. Meanwhile, it is revealed to the audience that Lisa is not at all happy with Sonny's arrival. She asks George whether Sonny will also be staying with them now. It is clear from her words that she is feeling insecure about Sonny. Sonny, who hears their words, feels very bad. He also thinks whether he has made a mistake by accepting this offer. He shakes all these thoughts from his mind and goes to sleep. As soon as he wakes up in the morning, he starts his work in the garage so that he can prove his ability to George. George also likes this style of his. George then shows him some projects lying in the garage on which he has still not been able to complete the work. During this time, he also shows Sonny a car which is very special to him because he has been preparing it for Lisa. He has been working on it for a long time, but the car is still not ready. Sonny gets very excited after seeing this car and promises George that he will complete it soon. Time keeps passing, and it is shown that Sonny is working very hard. Seeing his hard work and dedication, George and Lisa also start to become happy with him. His hard work also increases the business of the garage, so George is even more satisfied. Sonny notices that Lisa keeps an eye on him all the time. She does not show any emotion, whether she is happy or angry with him. But now, whenever Lisa looks at him, Sonny also smiles after seeing her. Sonny also sees at night that Lisa is looking at him from the window of her room, and now he has a little doubt that Lisa has started liking him. Just by looking at each other, a love develops between these two. The silence between them also starts to reduce a bit. One day, when Sonny is staring at Lisa from behind, she gets angry and asks him, "What is your problem? Why do you keep staring at me like this?" She tells him that if she notices him staring at her in the future, she will get him fired from the job at that very moment. Sonny replies to this by saying, "I do not want to leave this job, but as long as I am here, I will not get tired of staring at you because you are extremely beautiful." Here, Sonny finally asks her a question. "You are so beautiful. Why did you marry an old man like George?" Lisa is surprised by his question, but she does not give him any answer. She leaves, and after her departure, Sonny keeps thinking about her for many hours. It becomes night, and at dinner time, George asks Sonny to bring some wine glasses from the kitchen. Sonny sees that Lisa is washing the dishes in the kitchen. This time, he is standing very close to Lisa. He cannot stop himself from touching Lisa. Lisa also does not stop him. Before anything else can happen between them, Sonny hurriedly goes out upon hearing George's voice from outside. That night, when he is in his room, he feels very embarrassed about the act he committed in the kitchen. He is thinking about what Lisa must think of him. The next day, when Sonny is looking at the website for car spare parts, he learns that the piece which was missing from their car has finally come into the market. He goes and tells this news to George, who also gets very excited and immediately takes the address from Sonny and goes to get that part. As soon as he leaves, Lisa comes to Sonny and starts talking to him about some personal things. The end result of these talks is that both of them come very close to each other emotionally. For some time, George returns with the missing part for the car that they needed. George and Sonny together spend hours working on this car and finally complete it. Now the car is running very well. George is very happy because he gets to gift this car to Lisa. Lisa also gets very excited and happy after receiving this car as a gift, and that night they celebrate its completion. George and Sonny sit together and drink a lot. 'Cause George is an old man, he falls asleep quickly due to drinking so much. After he falls asleep, Sonny gets another chance to get close to Lisa. Finally, while lying with her, Sonny asks her why she never told him why she married George. Now Lisa agrees to tell him and says that she married him for his wealth. Then, after some time of marriage, Sonny came along and she started liking him, after which she started feeling that she should stay with him and not with George. Sonny is overjoyed to hear these words about himself. His happiness knows no bounds. This is the first time someone has confessed their love to him. The next day, George takes Sonny to his fields. His land is already very valuable, and in the coming days a highway is going to be built through there which will double the price of this land. George's plan is to build a racing track near the highway, from which he could earn a lot of money. Sonny is very impressed upon hearing all of this and goes to share all this information with Lisa. Turns out that George is much richer than Lisa had thought. But now there is a problem. She cannot spend such a long life with George. She feels that spending life with George is just a waste of time. She wants George's wealth, but she wants to spend her life with Sonny. She wants to live a dream life. That is why Sonny and she together plan to eliminate George. Now Sonny, who has been working in the garage for some time, uses his mechanical knowledge to devise a trap to kill George. The next day, he shows it to Lisa. He has attached a tractor to the garage's pulley system so that when the pulley is released, the tractor will fall and crush whoever is beneath it, making the death look like an accident. He demonstrates this for Lisa by placing a watermelon under the tractor and explains that if they kill George in this way, no one will suspect them. Everything is set and they need to complete their plan soon. They decide that Sonny will be responsible for luring George under the tractor, and Lisa will be responsible for pressing the lever to release it. The next morning, as per the plan, Sonny brings George to the garage and tells him that there is some problem with the tractor which he is not able to understand. Both of them sit under the tractor and start working on it. As soon as Sonny gets a chance, he moves away from the tractor. At the same time, Lisa pulls the lever from the other side, causing the tractor to fall on George, who dies immediately. Sonny's hand is also injured in the process, and he is not able to get out from the area immediately. Lisa wants to help him, but Sonny tells her that it is better for her to leave the house at this time to run some errands, as her being there would be suspicious. Cradling his injured hand, Sonny calls the police and reports the entire accident. The police arrive, and in the meantime, Lisa also returns and acts in front of everyone as if she has also just learned about George's death. Here, Lisa makes a mistake. She does not bring any goods back with her from her supposed errand. Seeing her overacting, the detective understands that something is wrong, and he begins to investigate the case. First, they thought it was an accident, but now they feel it is a murder case. The investigation starts with Sonny, who was at the murder scene at the time. Sonny tells his fabricated story to the detective very confidently, saying that the lever had stopped working, which caused the chain to break and the tractor to fall on them, killing George and injuring his own hand. The detective does not completely believe Sonny's words, but there is no evidence against him, so the police are not able to take any legal action against Sonny, and he is released. After George's funeral, Sonny and Lisa start living together and begin working on George's plan. They start making the racing track on his fields. As per George's prediction, a highway is built near their land, which doubles the value of it. Their racing track is also completed. Races start there and they become very rich. Now both of them are very happy and satisfied and are living a very happy life with each other. Then one day, Lisa gives the news to Sonny that she is pregnant. Sonny is very happy with this news and both of them start making plans for their future together. But they do not know that trouble is not over for them. Even after about 6 months, the police are still investigating the case. When the medical report comes back, the police learn that the tractor was dropped on George twice. Sonny clearly denies this and says that he told them everything he saw. Then the detectives show him a video they have found of Lisa. It shows her practicing how to drop that lever. This is the proof that both of them together murdered George. But because there is still no concrete proof against Sonny, they cannot arrest him. However, Sonny now knows that the police will definitely keep an eye on him, and because the evidence is against Lisa, action will now be taken against her, endangering both her life and the life of their son. Thinking about these things, Sonny starts to get very worried. Lisa also asks him why he is so worried these days and what the matter is, especially now that their baby is going to come and a new life will begin for them. But Sonny does not answer her. He starts to feel guilty that he murdered a man to live this life, and he always had the fear that someday the police would come and arrest them. One day, he loses all his fear and guilt and decides that he will go and tell the detective the truth. He goes to the police station and gives his confession. He says that he was the one who killed George, but this is not the complete truth. Lisa was involved in George's murder, and initially the plan to kill George was also Lisa's idea. But he is saving Lisa so that she can give a good future to his son. He tells the police that he killed George for his wealth and that he is now confessing his crime and is ready to face whatever consequences come from all of this. When Lisa wakes up at home, she finds a letter from Sonny in which he has written that he is sacrificing his life for her and his child. He explains that the police had started an investigation against her. He knew she would be caught, and that is why he thought it right to sacrifice himself for her and their child. He states that he is going to the police station to give his confession and take all the blame for George's murder upon himself so that she and his son can live a comfortable life. It seems as though Lisa is not affected by his sacrifice. She does not shed even a single tear of sorrow. She continues her business happily and lives a luxurious life with the money earned from it. And in all of this, she does do a favor for Sonny by giving him an update about his newly born child every year and sending him pictures of her son. However, a twist is revealed. The child whose picture Sonny is getting is not actually his child. This child actually belongs to the man who attacked George at the beginning of the movie, the one who posed as a thief. The real plot of the movie is that Lisa did not even love Sonny. She only used him to get rid of George. This entire plan was actually made by her and her boyfriend so that both of them could become rich. Lisa never loved George or Sonny. She only used both of them for her own purposes. Now, at the end of the movie, it is shown that Lisa, who is actually the real culprit, is living a good life like a queen, while Sonny, who is deceived by her love, is spending his life in jail for her. And this is how the movie ends, showing the different lives of both of them. Thanks for watching.